Hey Gold Digger, Kimberly Olson here, back for another episode of #GetLit, where we crush your business in less than 10 minutes. For today's episode, we're gonna talk about how to find the perfect content to share inside of your Facebook group. This is the biggest question I get when people are trying to grow a value-driven Facebook group. What kind of content to post to get people to actually engage? Well, there's actually a secret strategy I've been using for years. Mine have all blown up and gone viral with these tips, so stay tuned because we're gonna cover that and more. All right, so one of the important things you want to do with a Facebook group is make sure it's value driven. So click the link below so you can get information on our upcoming challenges that we have. So when you are in creating that Facebook group and you're thinking about the content, you want to make sure it's value driven. So you don't want it just full of a bunch of products and all of that. You can have a group like that, but this is the value driven group. This is where you're going to nurture leads and you're going to build up the know, like, and trust factor. Okay, this is really important to understand. So how do you figure out what kind of content to create? When you're creating the group questions for your Facebook group, what I want you to do is I want you to ask them, when it comes to blank, what is their biggest struggle? So let's say you have a group that is all about self-confidence, self-esteem, women's empowerment. One of the questions might be, when it comes to your self-confidence, where do you struggle most? And you can even have a few suggestions in there, and then they're going to tell you. So when I started my groups, what I did is I had those questions, and then every single week when I was deciding what kind of content to put in the group that week, I pulled up the most recent entry questions and I had them all in a Google spreadsheet so I could just sort and kind of look at some themes. I would literally take their answers and create my content around it. So for me, I'm an entrepreneur. As you know, I have a lot of tools for people to crush their business online. So in my Facebook group, a lot of the things I would hear are, I need help recruiting. I need help with time management. I need help with feeling confident, to attract more business builders. So I would take that and then I would create posts around it. I would create tips around it. I would go live every single week. And I have ever since then going live every single week, tying those questions into my content. This literally will tell you exactly what the pain points are that your group members have, and then you can offer a solution. Really, really important to understand that. The second thing you can do is you can create a curiosity post on your wall, and you can ask a simple question. When it comes to blank, if you had a magic wand, what would you like to see different? So when it comes to money, maybe you have a group around wealth management. When it comes to managing your money, if you had a magic wand, what would you wish to see different? And then you're able to get some really, really great insights from people as they answer those questions on your wall. You can even do the same thing in your stories. So especially on Instagram, one of the things I really like that they have that Facebook Stories doesn't have is the quiz feature. So it could be something such as, let's say your group is a beauty group. And you could say, when it comes to feeling more beautiful from the inside out, where do you struggle most? And you could have 4 different choices. And those, I literally, before I came out here, I'm like, it's not windy at all. I'll just go outside real quick. It's not true. So the 4 answers could be, I don't know how to use makeup. I'm really introverted. I feel really shy and I don't feel confident. Like, you could give them a few choices and then you could start to obviously use those answers as intel. This last one is my favorite. Well, maybe the group questions is my favorite. This is my second favorite. I love to spend time in Messenger getting to know my group members. So what I do is I message every single one of them and I say, hey, so-and-so, I saw that you were in my group. I friend request them. I saw that you were in my group and now our groups are about 40,000. So I can't do this with everyone now. But when I started my groups, I did this with every single person. Saw you were in my group. I'm excited to get to know you better. Tell me a bit about you and blank. How can I help you? What do you need the most help with? And we could go off of health and wellness. So when it comes to your health goals, where do you struggle the most? What are you focused on right now? And they might say, oh, well, I had, 2 babies and I'm really trying to lose that weight. Tried different things. Nothing seems to be working. Oh, I have some resources for you. And then I would point them back into the Facebook group, into the guide section, and have really popular topics grouped by category that I could refer them back to. give them some kind of resource, right? Because you don't want to ask them just to ask. You want to give them some help there. But then my very next Facebook Live would be about that. Whatever it is that people are sharing with me in Messenger, they are speaking for the masses. The ones that are actually willing to respond back and engage with you, they represent everyone else. Pay attention to those people. Treat them like gold. Spend the time getting to know people. If people are not telling you, then you're not asking enough questions. You're not coming across genuine that you really care and that you do want to be able to help them out with that. Okay. So that's important that you are getting feedback from people, because we need that. We need that intel, but it's also going to be something about representing of how you're showing up on social media. If you're just posting your content, you're posting products and you're posting your business, and people see you reaching out, they're going to think you want something. This is a whole strategy, y'all. Okay. This is a whole strategy. We need to make sure those Facebook on your wall, we've got genuine content. We need to see you every single day. Okay. It's going to start with that and lead into the Facebook group. Show up every single day. Post in your Facebook group every single day. Once a week, welcome all those new members. There's a button for that. Once a week, go live in there. Once a week, post something inspirational. Once a week, ask an engaging question. Hey guys, the weekend's coming. What's everyone up to today? Or hey guys, where's everyone from? Ask engaging questions. Get guest trainers in there. There's so much stuff you can do with Facebook groups. I could talk about this all day long, but I have a group coaching call I have to go inside for. So I'm so thankful that you came and watched this today. I hope it inspired you to crush your Facebook groups, make them awesome. Get into our next challenge, depending on when you watch this. We want to make sure that you are getting in for that. And take a picture of this, of you watching this. Take a little screenshot, throw it in your stories and tag me at the Goal Digger Girl, GOAL. I'll give you a Goal Digger shout out. Make sure you hit the subscribe button if you're watching this on YouTube. If you're on Facebook, make sure you're following this page. Until next time, get lit in your business and set your soul on fire. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.